Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. Today I'm sharing the card I made using Spellbinders Large Die of the Month for April 2022. So here are all the dies that are included in this set, quite a few, and you can create this fun camera, and there's also lots of little flowers and stems and leaves. Here's a picture of one of Spellbinders' sample cards, and there's lots of inspiration on their website. The name of this set is Say Cheese. I'll also be using the April 2022 embossing folder of the month, and this is called Radiant Burst. It's this fun sunburst design. And what's really nice about their embossing folder is the large size. So it should work for any card size that you make. I've already gone ahead and finished up my background, and unfortunately you can't really see it, but I did use the embossing folder. I also splattered the background with white and silver pearlescent paint. If you are interested in subscribing to any of Spellbinders club kits, I do have links provided in the description box below. So I've cut out all of the pieces. There are lots of little pieces to assemble this camera. Decided to go for a fun pink polka dot for the main body of the camera. I used some old Doodlebug Petite print paper for that. I have some darker pink cardstock for parts of the camera. I also decided to bring in some teal. I think pink and teal look really nice together. There are 3 different sentiment dies included in this set. There's Hello, Smile, and also Thanks. I've always been a big fan of using Hello since that works for any card theme. I cut out the background piece behind the sentiment using some white shimmer cardstock, then use black cardstock for the word Hello. That way it has some really nice contrast. With all of the gluing and assembling the die cut pieces, I did speed up this video quite a bit. I'm using Barely Art liquid adhesive and also some double-sided tape. This is the roll that's included in all of Spellbinders card kits. I have just a few more pieces to finish off the camera. Putting the little hooks on both sides so I can add the strap for the camera. And it's just a small piece since most of it you'll tuck behind the camera. So some areas I'm putting that double-sided tape, and then other spots I'm putting just a drop of liquid adhesive. So there it is, all finished, and I'll set that aside while I work on all the flowers. And there are several different flowers included. My favorite style is this pink. There's 2 different pieces that you layer together. So you could cut those out in 2 different colors, but I decided to do it all in this pretty light pink. For the center of the pink flower, I'm using the same dark pink cardstock that I used on the camera. And it has all these little polka dots. There's also a solid piece that goes behind that center polka dot, so you could have a different color for those polka dots. Just to save time on this video, I have already assembled a few of the flowers. So there's 2 different stems included. They're basically the same, they just curve a different direction. I'm putting some double-sided tape on the back to hold that stem in place. And for now, I'm just laying them on my card, trying to get the placement of all of those flowers. I'll have a total of 3 of the pink flowers, 2 of the dark teal and white, and then I'll do 4 of this lighter teal, the smaller flower. I also cut out several different branches and leaves using 2 different shades of green cardstock. So once I'm happy with the placement of the main flowers, I can start attaching them to the card, and I am popping up the flower using some thin foam squares, then using liquid adhesive and gluing down the stems and leaves. This set also includes dies to create a large flash, but I decided for my card to leave it off. The flash is fairly large, and I'm not sure it would actually fit on an A2 size card, and that's what my card is. If you want more inspiration using the large die of the month, check out Spellbinders' website. Lots of different cards. Many people used the flash and several people didn't, so there's a lot of variety. Once I have all the large flowers in place, I can add the leaves. And I keep holding the pink camera up just to make sure I get placement correct on those leaves. So next I'll add some of the light teal flowers. I'm putting one in the upper right hand corner of the camera, And I'll do 3 in the lower left-hand corner next to the sentiment. There are also dies for the small leaves that go with that smaller flower, and I am trimming off the very end of the leaf. Since I'm tucking the leaves behind the flower, I really don't need that extra part. I did pop up all of the small flowers using some thin foam dimension. Now before I add all those flowers, decided I would attach my camera, and I am popping it up using some foam dimensional tape. I'll make sure to add enough foam dimension so there aren't any areas that sag. Then I can remove the release paper and adhere it to my card. Now I can add those final few leaves and one more of the flowers. I did cut out a few extra leaf and branch pieces. Trying to make sure not to cover up the sentiment with that final flower. And then tuck in 2 more little leaves. Then to finish off the card, I'm adding just a few glitter enamel dots in a really light pink color. I'll add 3 of them around the lens of the camera. I'll first lay them on the camera lightly in case I'm not happy with the placement. So I did adjust 1, then I gave them a nice firm press. So there is my finished card. I love how this turned out. No one should be surprised that I decided to make a pink camera. If you are interested in subscribing, I do have links provided in the description box below. In order to receive this large die of the month, you do need to subscribe by April 24th. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.